So, the biggest news in the world today, obviously, is No Man's Sky. It's taken over the news lately. The abysmal launch of No Man's Sky in 2016, it was quite the disappointment, but it has made a comeback. Thank goodness, thank the Lord. It has made a comeback, and there is an update that will be coming out soon, and it's a pretty interesting one. So we're going to watch a deep dive with the developer of Hello Games, and he talks about and shows off the new update of No Man's Sky. So let's watch this. And before we do, feel free to subscribe, and yeah, that would be cool. All right, let's get into it.
New worlds, new gameplay, new technology. We're 8 years in now, and
that's probably one of the parts I'm excited about is flying around in the ships. I know that they've always had that, but just with this update, the ships look, I don't know. Because I haven't really played the game at all, because I had no interest, but now that I have interest, I know they've always had ships, but I'm even more interested to play it now.
we still just want to do really big things.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, if you just go back, like, just look at this. Like, this is so cool. And I think this is like a new thing they've added in the update, things like this.
Our next update is called Worlds Part 1. I'm so proud of the team and the love they're pouring into it. We are completely refreshing the universe with new technology, new flora, new fauna, and new gameplay. In No Man's Sky, what you see on screen is generated by the computer. And we're achieving a level of variety that just wasn't possible before.
Yeah, so the thing with No Man's Sky is it's all generated, randomly generated. And so when you do things like that, it's not as, the worlds are all the same, like they'll just repeat themselves with some different variations. But I think they're adding more things to it, like more objects, more different types of flora, different types of environments, kind of like Minecraft. So now when it's randomly generated, you're getting more diversity.
When we started No Man's Sky, I wanted people to feel like they had stepped into the cover of a science fiction novel.
They're just showing all the different environments.
Had to create a lot of new technology. New water technology can create waves and reflections, oceans. Look so different to what we had before. Ocean planets feel complete.
Yeah, that's the thing too. They added, I think it's just a graphical overhaul too, because I've seen what it looked like before, but since I didn't play it, I can't really tell. But yeah, that's the main thing about this big update is a huge graphical overhaul that they're implementing.
Completely new, and ships can now land on water. 6 months ago, we announced Light No Fire. It's this crazy, ambitious game, and we've been working on it for years, and we've learned so many things, and it feels like we're We're almost bringing this technology back from the future.
They're really proud of those water effects. They keep showing it off. I hope there's more than just the water effects.
Have wind patterns, waves are dynamic, and they react to the weather. My favorite thing in the game might just be flying through the clouds and out into space. Clouds for us are a unique challenge, right? You can see them from space, you can fly through them, you can land on a planet and look up at the sky. You get these beautiful skies now with just tons of variety. Sometimes a storm hits and, the waves rise, the clouds gather. You've got the atmospherics, the wind, all this technology comes together all at once, and there's nothing like it. On the surface of the planet, we've added these new volumetrics. And you get rolling fog, rain, blizzards, little sparks coming up from the lava.
Yeah, that's cool and all, but I just don't understand. What do you do, though? That was one of the things why I've never played the game, is what do you do in No Man's Sky? Like, it showed in the beginning someone shooting a beast right here on the planet, but even though it didn't look very sharp gameplay. But what do you do? And I know there's other things, like you'll have random encounters and when you're flying in space and stuff, but yeah, if any of you guys can comment down below, like what do you do in this game, for those of you who've played it?
It changes how planets feel, It just makes them feel alive. Across these new biomes, we've added new creatures for you to discover. We're really trying to push on the level of variety. It's not enough for us to just do more, we want to create things that people haven't seen before. Expeditions have become a huge part of how folks play the game. And
we have expedition, so locate your starship. Yeah, see, I still don't know if this is a mission here that I don't know what expeditions are in this game.
This new one is very sort of Starship Troopers inspired. It's something really different. It takes you on a tour of some of these cool new planets that we've added. Everyone is battling together. Progress is community driven, and the rewards are super cool. Something I love is to browse the screenshots that people share with us. I can't wait for people to explore this universe we've made with fresh eyes. The update is called Worlds Part 1 because I guess there's much more to come.
Yeah, I like how they have these ships coming out of hyperdrive or hyperspace. Just coming out of nowhere. Boom. Very cool. And that's the thing, you'll have these random encounters with other NPCs in the world. But yeah, it just seems like with this update, they're adding more things to the sandbox, if you can call it that, like Minecraft. Just adding more like biomes, more NPCs, and better graphics. But I guess right here, this would be a better video. I'm gonna
No Man's Sky, a game that went from this.
Yeah, I'm gonna play some of this video, but then it'll tell us a little bit more about No Man's Sky.
To this. Released in 2016, No Man's Sky was surrounded by excitement, anticipation, and most of all, incredible hype, promising more than 18 quintillion planets to explore, then finally being tossed into the hands of its eagerly awaiting consumers to just not be good. Like, at all. It was barren, lackluster, and missing almost...
I wouldn't advertise it here that it was broken. I don't remember it coming out broken. I know the biggest thing with this was that when they talked about it, they said, yeah, the 18 quintillion planets. And back then, people thought more was more instead of less is more. They thought the more planets, the better it is. And then it was just nothing.
Almost more than half of what the developers and Sean Murray promised. Well, that was 2016, and my goodness, has No Man's Sky changed since its release. Gently milk?
What? I'm sorry?
I milked them?
You what?
I have craw milk? With more than 21 major updates, over 70 patches, and even more content rolling out as the game continues to be live, with thousands of players, new and old, exploring the farthest reaches of space. Many people have been asking the question, is No Man's Sky worth playing in 2023? After all, it's an open-world space game with a procedurally generated universe waiting to be explored, whether that be by yourself or with a party of up to 4 friends. So I went ahead and jumped back into No Man's Sky, both solo and with a friend, to let you know if you need to give this game another chance. The only fair way for me to do this is to start a brand new adventure. Now, to my surprise, this game gives you a lot of options when starting a new character. You have the normal difficulty, relaxed, creative, create your own rules, which are surprisingly extensive, like, holy that's nice. Survival and an expedition, which are content-focused story beats that are dropped with each update, allowing you to play with other players and experience a special piece of content. I went ahead and just chose normal since I wanted the intended experience, and let me tell you, the experience was experiencing. I didn't mean to shoot you. Whoa, yo.
Yeah, well, that's...
Yo, I don't like...
Well, that's the thing. What's the content? And he's saying the experience is experiencing. So that's what I think this is. It's just experiencing the universe. I don't think there are really objectives except investigate your surroundings.
I don't like the creature looks like the creature looks like I don't like it. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't like this. I feel uncomfortable. Get away from me. I'm not gonna lie to you here. The first 1 to maybe 2 hours of No Man's Sky's intro is really boring. But stay with me because I promise you this game gets a lot better. Because what other game lets you name an anteater bear porcupine thing Timmy? This game does. You start with the basic tutorial, how to move, use a jetpack, scan for materials, you get the picture. Your first goal is to fix a spaceship that you have found crashed on this planet with you. With no memory as to who you are, where you are, or how you even got here, the story of No Man's Sky throws you into a self-discovery adventure. Sure, you may want to just get into space right away and start doing all these fun activities that you saw in the latest trailer, but you gotta earn those wings first. It isn't until around an hour of learning how to do the basics for movement and flying with your now repaired ship that you start building your first base on a planet that you don't even want to be on. Oh my god, constructing bases, shelters, hearth of... Why do I have to do this now? This is the first thing I have to do is make a base. I don't want to do this. I get that base building is an important core feature for No Man's Sky, but something about having to place a base on a planet that you don't like just hurts my gamer brain. I really didn't want to be here for my base. I don't want to do base building right now. This isn't even a planet that I want to stay on. But don't worry, you can always change your base in the future easily, so don't get into the whole building process that much. I did the bare minimum and I moved on. Once all of that is done, you are free to fly up into space, skip over to the next galaxy, and start exploring. Eventually, once you follow the main story beats that guide you into your next solar system, you're introduced into the Space Anomaly, which is just a multiplayer hub, and this hub lets you get new quests, points of interest, and more game mechanics. You're also allowed to play with friends now.
They spawned me in space.
We're gonna fly over you.
Yo, what is that?
I don't know. It just gave me its phone number.
Oh, let me write that down.
After greeting my friend Andrew in space, we wanted to explore the nearby planet to see what we could find. Really not much to do here.
Yeah, there really isn't.
To be fair, we did land on a planet that was practically the equivalent of the Arizona desert. So before we headed back into the anomaly to start a quest, I needed some oxygen to keep my life systems online, and thank God Andrew had some.
Okay, how do I transfer, like, not all of it?
Give me all of it.
Alright. Now you have 4,000 oxygen.
4,239. We decided to start on a quest that has tasked with taking down a horde of creatures, which sounds pretty easy for a first-time quest to make. With it selected and ready to go, Andrew joined my squad, we flew out from the base, talked to the person in distress, and descended to make landfall on the planet. Oh, there's the worm.
What?
Yeah, that's one thing that was funny about this game is the user interface and everything about it is very reminiscent of Destiny. I mean, it came out 2 years after Destiny 1, and a lot of games, I think even Starfield, is it called Starfield? Yeah, the one from Bethesda, the bad one, it also looks and plays like Destiny. But the thing with Destiny was you can't fly your ship to a planet and do the mission. The ship is just the loading screen, essentially.
You don't see that giant worm that just flew by? Oh, there's multiple.
Oh, they're everywhere.
I don't know if we should be here. Before we even tried to possibly fight those giant worms, Andrew and I had other plans. Come here.
Some of them like to, like, fly along the ground, so, like, if he drops down.
Come here. Oh, there's a little interactive animal. Gently milk.
What? I'm sorry?
I milked him.
You what?
I have crawl milk.
Let me have a sip.
Adopt his companion. There he is. Alright, I'm gonna name him Glurmp. He looks like a Glurmp. After taming Glurmp and making sure he was properly fed and pet, God, could you imagine petting that? Slimy or squishy? I'm gonna say slimy. We refocused our efforts on the task at hand, fighting the giant worms. It's right there.
Yeah, right there doesn't help.
It's literally inside of the trees. The giant ball right there.
It is not showing up for me.
The only problem, for some reason, is that Andrew couldn't see them.
I'll believe you and just follow you.
Oh!
What?
Do you not see that?
No.
You're telling me you don't see these giant worms looking at me?
Talking about the plants? Like this thing?
No, this.
Yeah, I don't see any of that. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Something now. It's loading in a little bit.
Once we defeated them, well, mostly me, Andrew stood there shooting at God knows what. We collected the giant egg that the worms dropped, got into our ships, and visited the soul.
I hope that this update coming out fixes the combat, because that would not look good. He's just shooting at them and they're just like disappearing. Did not look good.
Social hub to cash in our mission. So that mission was a cool experience, but for Andrew it bugged out. The thing with No Man's Sky is that everything you can do in single player, you can do in multiplayer, but sometimes the spawning of objects is a bit off. Kinda like how ships sometimes fly into planets. Who are these people? Who's the one in the middle? That one looks cool. Are they like going through this? Where are they going? This guy's gonna crash right into us. This guy's gonna go. This guy's going right into us. Well, after hanging out with Andrew, fighting some more creatures, looking at his practically empty super ship. Wow.
It definitely needs some work.
What do you mean?
I don't know what the hell.
The furniture looks great in here. Looks like he just moved in for college. And exploring a desolate freighter that felt like Dead Space, I decided it was time to go back into my own world and continue the story missions. I played for around 4 hours flying back and forth from mission marker to mission marker, and I was getting into the groove of the game. And then something happened while I was searching through ancient ruins. Dude, is there a ball up here? What's this? Rabatino. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I forgot my Gravitino balls. I got chased by local space cops, and I booked it out of there. What I didn't know is that this was going to evolve into an entire space fight with the authorities above the planet. Oh, come on. One that I had to keep fighting, or else I was going to die. At the end of all the bloodshed, I was awarded with an item. Probes archive for lost interceptors. It told me to warp towards a new system to acquire a Sentinel object.
That's cool. That's, I guess, one of the things that can happen is when you're exploring a planet, the police of that planet can come after you.
Sounds pretty good. So I wasted no time and I warped on over and zipped towards the planet, almost shaving a mountain in half. Oh my god, there's a whole hill. And I noticed there's something different about this planet. One, it had mountains and hills, but two, it made everything pink and purple. The entire spaceship is pink. So this planet had to be special, right? I was a little bit confused as to where the quest marker wanted me to go.
Signal trace detected. Reaches final position to acquire salvage. Is it inside the mountain? It feels like it's inside the mountain. There's a little thingy right here. Can I park my spaceship right here?
So I landed the ship and dug towards the objective.
Bro, where the am I going?
I dug for 5 minutes straight, and at some point, I felt like maybe I didn't need to be making this so complicated. Like it was on the other side of the mountain and I could have just flown over there.
Was this ship just on the other side of the mountain? Is that what I'm figuring out right now? I'm just digging through the mountain for no reason.
Eventually, I saw the light.
Oh! It was just simply on the other side of the cliff. I didn't have to go to the wall. Why did I dig through the entire mountain?
It turns out that this ship crash landed here, and it was my job to get it back up and running again. I didn't know if I was going to actually be able to keep the ship, so I just carried on with the mission, going back and forth with what the game told me to do while collecting some very valuable materials. Yo!
Well,
because there was
that's cool that you can like break through a mountain, and like a lot of things are destructible that you can go through mountains, but it seems like this is just a collecting game of just collecting items.
no way they were just gonna hand me the keys to this really cool ship, right? Wrong. Turns out spending 20 minutes going back and forth trying to fix a ship that I had to Google 3 times to make sure I wasn't messing anything up, and it turns out that the part I was using wasn't the right one, and I had to offer a computer brain to an altar. Jeez, God, I gave myself a headache here. Why was this so confusing for me? Anyways, I got the ship.
Oh my god! This ship is ridiculous!
After admiring the beauty of my new vessel, the game decided to spit out a fugitive for me to test my newfound weaponry on.
This guy's worth $144,000. Really quickly, loot geck Noctool.
Yeah, you're coming home with me, buddy. And things were looking up for me, and my new ship. And if you thought that there was a lot that I've shown already in the first couple of hours into No Man's Sky, oh boy, this next section, it's just content after content, so just get ready for that. Also get ready for more videos with a like and subscribe so you don't miss any in the future. I took a different turn away from the normal missions and the main story and decided to do my own thing. I found this spaceship drifting in orbit around a planet, which led me on a spree of things to do. And that orbiting ship gave me coordinates that allowed me to find another crash ship. I fought some sentinels who did not like me there, activated a beacon that brought me to a huge space battle that I was not ready for.
What? What? Oh god. Oh no. What's up, guys? Jesus Christ! Holy when it comes to maneuvering things like this. Wait. I'm in a situation where I might be. I thought I was prepared. I'm not prepared. It's like Han Solo flying through the asteroid field right now.
And it got so bad, as in I could have died, that I had to flee from the battle. So I kept flying away until I could just warp out of that battle into a family reunion?
Who are these guys? Who are you?
I went inside that ship, I said hi, and left because he was charging way too much for that cruiser.
I ain't got that money. What do you mean?
I headed towards a space station, browsed some goods, and warped over to the next galaxy. And this warp has got to be the most interesting warp I have gotten in this game.
Rig it in front of me?
Which led me to more combat. Are we fighting in the f***ing rings of a planet right now? Why? I was gonna die here, so I took evasive maneuvers.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We will recharge the shield soon. I'm just gonna fly through the f***ing asteroid belt. No one will know. Is this a space station?
Well, look at that. I found an outlaw space station, and after initiating myself with the locals, gaining a cool new helmet cosmetic.
Oh, yo, that is dope.
I was ready to smuggle drugs and circuits for them.
Don't do it.
Isn't that like the helmet, the
A
hunter?
cool new helmet cosmetic.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
isn't that like a hunter helmet from Destiny?
Yo, that is dope. I was ready to smuggle drugs and circuits for them.
Don't do it.
Sure. They gave me a forged passport to get by certain places legally, and I was off, flying towards the next system and landing down on the planet to deliver the goods while trying not to look like a space pirate.
Hello, Sentinel. Hello, Mr. Cop. I'm not doing anything bad. Why do I have this hoodie on? It's a fashion choice. I'm not a pirate. I handed over the goods and left without a trace. I thought the game would calm down after returning to the pirate space system, but I jumped out of hyperspace and immediately I had to save a whole fleet from opposing space pirates.
Well, like, this is the third or fourth time in a row. It seems like every time he jumps into hyperspeed or hyperspace, whatever, he always, when he exits it, there's always a space battle he gets into, and it's like the third or fourth time in a row.
Let's say one more minute.
I defeated the pirates, and the dude just gave me his frigate and fleet.
You're asking me to just take this freighter for free? This thing looks like a giant, like, shake weight.
All right then. Jesus Christ, this game just keeps going, huh? I found an anomaly a few light miles, yards, some measurement of distance away from the frigate, and while flying towards a new planet that I saw, I got scanned by local authorities.
Oh, illegal cargo detected.
And they found some illegal cargo?
Oh, that's my forged passport. I forgot to cash that in.
Since I didn't want to get into a fight, I just gave him my forged passport, thinking that would work.
That goddamn government, I swear to f***ing God.
Oh, I am still upset over this. I kept flying around the space caps, doing my best to stay alive long enough to spawn in the anomaly to get myself out of this situation.
10 seconds. Please. My shields are at 0. Please, please. Oh, what the f*** is that? Let me in. Let me in. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Safe at last. I ran out of my ship, I just sat down with some other players. And this was the moment I realized that No Man's Sky was a really special game. I just experienced all of that in 1 hour of playtime. Overall, at this point, I've already spent 5 hours exploring space and completing missions left and right. I thought to myself, man, this game is ridiculous now. I went
That was another Destiny helmet.
on to play more than 15 hours of No Man's Sky, and wow, you just need to play this game. I just kept finding things to do every turn of every new space system I explored. I also have found myself coming back to the weekly missions that they provide at the end of every weekend. Just a fun event for players to take part of and explore a system together. And speaking of events, those expeditions I mentioned at the start of the video, simply put, expeditions are timed events in which you embark on galactic trips from one specific point in the galaxy to another. They encompass several challenges and achievements exclusive to each named expedition, which usually come out during a new update
Oh, the little, like, thruster pack's pretty cool.
to the game. They reward players who take the time to complete expedition, which usually come out during a new update to the game. They reward players who take the time to complete them with cosmetic rewards usable in their own save file. With all of these features, the several main story missions, countless side missions, and extensive base building that I really haven't explored but others have. Look at that. That's super cool. No man
What?
building that I really haven't explored but others have. Look at that.
Yeah, like what I do like base building games. I think they're very cool. Like your journey from zero, like starting from the bottom and then going up. So it looks like this game is mainly like base building, getting cosmetics for yourself and your ship, getting a big spaceship to own, and just yeah, I don't think this game is really based mainly on any sort of combat except for space combat. So it's just building yourself up, getting cool shit, and space combat, I guess.
That's super cool. No Man's Sky has really shaped out to become one of the biggest comebacks in history for gaming. A game that went from utter disappointment to incredible content, jam-packed in every update. And yet,
I wouldn't say it was a huge comeback, because how would you say it's a comeback? How would you measure that? By like how much money they're making or sales, or how good the game is now? Because I still don't like know a lot of people who are talking about No Man's Sky and playing No Man's Sky. I just think that it's better than it was in 2016, but would that be considered a comeback?
Yeah, sure, the game still has some bugs here and there, and the tutorial is still a bit boring and out of date with the rest of the game. But the beauty behind a game like this is that if you were to put it down, you can easily pick it back up again. You can play for a couple of minutes or several hours. You can just turn your brain off and not worry about anything. It's quite simply the best relaxation game. Or not if you fight creatures for bounties. There is always something to do, which is hard to say about most games in today's world. And in this video, I only played around 2% of what the game has to offer. I didn't want to show any spoilers because I want you to experience on your own, but god damn, there is so much in this game. I think it's safe to say that No Man's Sky is a there is
a little dragon thing there.
So much in this game.
Right there.
I think it's safe to say that No Man's Sky is a game that everyone should give another chance or play for the first time, especially since they just keep updating the game over and over. I genuinely don't know when they're going to stop. So if you have a friend, or simply it's a weekend night and you have no plans, give No Man's Sky another shot. And while you're at it, go ahead and give my other videos a shot. Okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, definitely this game would be a super fun game to play with friends. Obviously, it would just be way better with friends. But listen, guys, if you got a girlfriend, right? I would recommend playing this with her. This would be a pretty fun game to play with if you have a girlfriend. But yeah, so the only combat's space combat, but mainly it's just building your bases, I think, your ships, getting your own. 4 things: your ship, your base, your personal ship, and your personal cosmetics. And then going on all these crazy adventures. I'm looking forward to trying it because I do really want to try it. But yeah, this game is looking insane, especially the new update from the previous video that I showed. What's it called? Sky Worlds Part 1. Oh, Worlds Part 1. So, yeah, pretty cool. So, let me know what you guys think down below. Feel free to give this video a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.